to do it just to do it. I think George Payton made that clear in London. They were just going to trade him for a conditional or something, and I think the fact they were able to get back into the first round next April, pick up a fourth in 2 years, and get a running back who's going to play, immediately. I think that tipped the scales, but ultimately that number one pick was pretty attractive.
Are you surprised there were no other moves with any other players, or do you think, I'm reading all your stuff, Leggy, I got the feeling that you probably thought it was just going to be Chubb all along, but were you surprised that things didn't heat up for one of the wideouts?
Well, I think they had made it. I think they had decided they weren't going to move any wide receivers. I think they just came to that conclusion at some point. I did think maybe they would get a pick offered for Okwuegbunam, but that obviously has not happened. So, other than that, they really didn't have many other folks in play. I mean, Chubb was their real value chip, and as soon as the Dolphins went to the first-round pick, and frankly, a running back with some speed and explosiveness and experience in the scheme, I think that tipped the scales. And it's probably an indication that they would have tried to talk to Bradley Chubb about a new contract had he not been traded, but that they weren't ultimately super confident they were going to be able to get something done.
Talking to Jeff Langwald here, presented by BetSafe Colorado, the exclusive club for passionate gamers and bettors across the state. Download the app, start playing today, and BetSafe will match your first deposit up to $500. Visit co.betsafe.com for terms and conditions. Jeff, you've covered teams where star players got traded mid-season. Von Miller was the case last year, going to the Rams. Bradley Chubb this year. What does that do to a locker room? How does this one specifically affect this particular locker room dynamic? And what is the challenge now going forward with still 9 games to play?
Well, he's a captain, and that always impacts things when you move a captain, because a guy gets the seat for his jersey because he's had some impact on his teammates in the locker room. And, I'm certain a player like Draymond Jones feels the sting a little bit, because I think Chubb has really tried to be a mentor for Draymond coming into the league. But, not that players ever need a reminder of the business side of it, but this is always a very stark reminder when one of the high-profile captains of a team is just
fourth-round pick and 2025 fifth-round pick. Calvin Ridley's a very good player.
Unbelievable.
Very good player. So I think Jacksonville got themselves a good one there. And TJ, this is a crazy trade to me. TJ Hawkinson traded from the Lions to the Vikings. They're in the same
That can be, what did they figure out, I guess I'll ask, in the the second half, however you want to look at it, they got the offense going that maybe they can use to move forward with close by?
Well, it's broken record time. I mean, when they play with some composure and stay patient,